That's ever done anything with any helmets, there's a bump and there's a ballistic style helmet. What we have here is a ballistic helmet that we've picked up for about $300. It's about the same weight as all the other ballistic helmets, about 3.4, 0.5, so about 3.4 pounds. And it seems to be well made. We can see the armament in there and the Kevlar. We're gonna shoot some 9mm rounds into it, some 45. Let's see what it does.
Got this chambered in 9mm, about to be shooting a 115 grain full metal jacket at this ballistic helmet. Let's see what it does.
The 9mm round went in here. We had no cavitation on the outside. We did have some deforming on the backside. This would be enough to definitely give you a headache, but you would be alive. You know, we'd like to see less deforming, but this isn't bad. This is definitely better than any kind of bump helmet you can pick up for the same kind of price. All right, so we have a 230 grain 45 caliber coming out of an FNX silenced. Let's see what it does. All right, so the 45 caliber went in this way, and it did stop it. We have just a little bit of back form deformation here. This would definitely give you a headache or move the helmet off your head, but you'd still be alive. And that 45 did really well, especially at this close range. Let's try something a little bit more up to it. We got some 9mm RIP rounds. Let's see what it does.
So what we have here is a 9mm RIP round. We're gonna send it at that ballistic helmet and see what it does. So we got 2 shots on it here, and it didn't penetrate, so that's a good thing. Definitely be a headache, be a bad day, but you'll still be living.
All right, so you've seen our test that we've done on all the pistol calibers against this helmet. Now we're gonna try it out of an 11.5-inch 5.56, just shooting some 55 grain full metal jackets. All right, and again, this is a level 3A helmet, so it is not rated for any of these rifle rounds. All the tests that we performed so far have been pistols, but by shooting the 11.5-inch AR with 55 grain full metal jackets, we did have an entrance right here. We did have a penetration, and we kind of expected that. And then we had the exit right over here. So as expected, we just have to push everything a little bit past the limits, of course, but so far so good as far as this helmet and its rating. It's held up excellent, and I'm extremely skeptical when it comes to different brands, so I'm very impressed.
All right, so one of the reasons why we constantly test armor is because you have companies like OpsCore recently that just had some problems with their helmets that came out. And with me being ex-military and with him being ex-military, we have some understanding of how this armor kind of works. And so how did you feel about it?
I mean, I'm pretty confident in it as far as what it's rated for. I think it performed very well, and I'm even impressed with that 5.56 round that was thrown at it. And even though it did make a penetration, I thought it would be a little worse than that, but that surprised me there.
I like that it pulled the round out of the helmet and pushed it to the top of it. You know, you kind of went in one side and it pushed it to the top.
I would have to agree.
Yeah, so when it comes to ballistic and bump helmets, for $300, I would highly recommend this ballistic helmet. It's done phenomenal well. It hasn't delaminated that much. There isn't that much backform deformation. I recommend it. So,
I agree.
All right, y'all keep watching. We'll keep making.
And cut.